Welcome everybody to my channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I say us because Crystal Man's here. and Feel free to follow, like, and subscribe if you like the content. Today, we are going to be talking about different ways and things you can do to help you within your divination practice. So, things that are going to make divination and you stronger within your connection to spirit. I feel like I fucking ramble a lot. Anywho, let's get to it. So, the first thing we'll be discussing is infused teas and tinctures that you can help to open your third eye chakra and allow yourself to be able to communicate with spirit and celestial entities better. You can see I'm using things like lavender, catnip. Catnip is that girl for being able to talk on the astral planes. I got ashwagandha here. That is another great one for a third eye opener. I'm doing grapefruit peel as a cleanser. You can add other herbs. You don't have to use exactly what I'm using here. So other good examples would be blue lotus flower, cornflower, mugwort would also be excellent to use in this. Now, something else that isn't discussed a lot with things that you can add into your teas is psychedelics. So, mushrooms specifically. Obviously, there's lots of other psychedelics, but mushrooms are kind of my thing. You can totally add them in and make a tea, and it is an excellent booster to allow you to connect with celestial spirits and with other entities. So, it definitely opens up that third eye chakra and allows for you to experience things you might not be able to experience if you weren't on that ground. Now here I'm adding Macuna bean. This has a precursor to serotonin called L-Sero or something. I can't remember right now. But yeah, that's just something I'm adding. Again, it helps with concentration. You can choose what you want. Now, when it comes to what incense you want to use something that grounds you and stabilizes you. Everyone's scent palette is different. Mugwort is a good baseline to cleanse and get in your area. You can, if you have loose herbs, you can use your charcoal discs. Put it on top of your charcoal discs, and you can kind of smudge yourself with the smoke and opens your third eye chakra. Now, for crystals, we're going to think color correspondences of blue and purple. Lapis lazuli opens up the third eye chakra, while amethyst protects you on the astral plane as well as opens up the third eye chakra. So they are complementary to each other. As you can see on my cleansing tools, I also have amethyst and lapis. You can choose your tools according to specific things you might use them for. So here I'm writing runes out on a candle. You can pause. These are runes you can use that will help open your third eye chakra and boost your ability to communicate with spirit. So you just carve it on the candle. You don't have to do all of them. You can choose which one. It can be one of them, and you can also combine them and make a bind rune. Making your own sigil is completely fine as well. Just whatever really works for you. And this is just a way for me to kind of cast, it's spell work. It's casting a spell before I actually go into the act of divination. And it's a great way to ground and meditate yourself before opening up the pathways to communicate with spirit. These are just some anointing oils that I have specifically made for divination. This one is myrrh. Myrrh is known and said to take your messages and bring them to the deities, to higher powers, whichever that might be. If you don't believe in deities, that's fine. Just to open the realms and pathways for messages to be communicated throughout the realms and the dimensions. Now you will notice that I'm using a purple candle here. You can use purple, blue, white. Honestly, it just depends on what you believe in. You can use any candle at all. It's not specific to material. That's just not what witchcraft is. You don't need anything at all to be able to speak to spirit. These are just ways that you can boost those chances and open your third eye chakra. Again, this is myrrh, and I'm just adding it to my third eye chakra and behind my ears. The smell is very grounding for me. And yeah, drink your tea. If you do have a psychoactive tea, maybe wait 10-20 minutes, allow it to take effect. Make sure you are cleansing your divination tools in between divinating your questions. And you're going to want to get a journal or a grimoire because you want to write down your questions. You want to be direct with your questions. And remember, you can always reevaluate a question after. Like here, I pull a few cards and I need some clarification. So I kind of throw out another card for that clarification. You can adjust your question at this time before you pull another card because maybe you weren't specific enough. Just make sure you actually journal that. Write down that question, write down the adjustment to that question, what your answers were. And if you need to pull out your tarot book, if you don't understand tarot fully, if you're still practicing, this is completely fine. Pull that out and take some notes and your interpretation on what the reading is possibly telling. I hope this information was very helpful to you guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment and like. Thank you guys so much. Love you as always, and bye.